Welcome to the fifth running of the Tour of the Quilt Country in Trenton, Florida.
G'day people, here we are in Trenton, Florida, and it's 34 degrees and
What are you talking to?
I'm talking to the camera. 34 degrees and that's Fahrenheit, by the way. We're here for the Quilt Country ride, hosted by Big Head Todd. All right.
Tour of the Quilt Country.
62 plus miles in the morning stage, and I think 40 something after in the afternoon. Should be fun times. But note how everyone's dressed. Bullshit.
Trenton, Florida is a not so bustling metropolis of approximately 2,075 residents and home to the Swanee Valley Quilt and Old Time Craft Festival, which is how this ride derived its name. The ride was held on January 20, 2018, just a couple of days after I returned from my summer jaunt to my homeland, Australia. The temperature in Trenton was quite a bit cooler than those I left behind in Australia, and compounding to my dodgy state of mind was my chronic jet lag. Look at this bloke, he sits my wheel, then he bridges across. How cheeky is that? Regardless, I was happy to be here and hoping for a touristy type pace as the event's name implied. Well, that didn't exactly happen. I did a few turns here and there to give the impression I was feeling amazing, but in reality I was bluffing. And it didn't take too long before the He-Man riders of the group figured this out. Consequently, I did my best to hide in the group and avoid working too hard, or getting dropped. The roads along this route are mostly a mix of hard-packed limerock, dirt, gravel, and the occasional soft spot. Additionally, there is a plethora of tree-lined gravel roads along this route. Some of the riders in attendance were overdressed, whilst others, namely the Canadian father and son duo, were getting about wearing regular bib shorts sans knee warmers. Behind me in this shot is Nature Boy, who is dressed for Arctic conditions, including a face mask. He's a wee bit soft. Ahead of me is Clayton, an incredibly strong rider who loves riding a hard tempo. Here, I almost chop Francois' front wheel. And this is the rear view. More Clayton, but this time I felt decent enough to go around him and knock out a turn on the front. Remember, always look good for the camera, even if you're riding like crap. These tree-lined roads are gorgeous, with virtually no vehicular traffic to be seen. This section of road we're riding into is a wee bit soft. On my right is Sarah, who is riding extremely narrow cyclocross specific tyres. They've been fine on every surface thus far, but they are no match for tyres measuring 45mm or bigger in width. This sector is very long, and as you can see by K-Dog's actions, he has cheated a little bit to make his ride easier. Bloody slacker. At this juncture, the group has decided to ride a little bit easier, notice I'm riding on the front, and socialise a bit. The bloke filming this segment is Rusty, one of the Gravel Cyclist crew, and founder of the Big Scrub Gravel Buzz. Mwah! And slacking off at the back, we have ride organiser Big Head Todd. It didn't take long before the pace picked up again. Ahead of me is Amy, 2016 National USA MTB Endurance Champion. Even on bitumen, the pace wasn't exactly hanging around. In this shot, Ryan demonstrates how to remove knee warmers whilst riding. The left turn into a difficult sector I call the Country subdivision. It is potholed to heck and has a couple of tricky sandy spots. Also, the hammer always goes down here. In 3, 2, 1, my jet lag has done me in, and I'm off the back. Ah, bugger. Thankfully, I have teammates Jimbo and Rusty for company. These guys are training with bigger goals in mind for 2018. And now it is tour time. Time to enjoy the conversation and time to enjoy the scenery. This concludes the video. Thank you for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the Gravel Cyclist YouTube channel. See you in the next video.